All right, so boom, what's good, everybody? It's the 3Sixty5Podcast. I'm your host, Pernell, and I got my first guest with me here today, Tre Davis.
How y'all doing today?
Tre, photographer, celebrity photographer. He do all that. He just picked up the camera. One of the hottest photographers in the city, for real. Appreciate you for coming on the show, bro.
Hey, I appreciate you for letting me be your first guest, and I just want to say glory to God because without Him, none of this is possible.
Nah, for real, no doubt. So, I really wanted to first start talking to you because I know a lot of people might not know that much about you, so just give me a little background about you a little bit.
All right, I'm Tre. I'm 20 years old. A lot of people don't know that, but I go to Tiffin University. I'm on the track team. When I went to high school, I played basketball, football, track, varsity, everything. I just would have never thought picking up a camera would be something I would be doing right now, but you never know what God got planned for you.
When you first did it, was it like a hobby that you had, or you knew that you wanted to do it though?
It was something, for real, my little cousin played basketball in Miami. So my uncle was like, he real good. His name's Shane. My uncle was like, yeah, pick up a camera because I want you to be his photographer when you get to high school. So I want you to pick up the camera. He like, me and you know a lot of people, so if you pick it up, they gonna mess with you. So he like, just take a chance on yourself. And I'm like, all right, and I took a chance, and then that's how it all happened.
So how long you been doing that though? Just
the first day I took picture was June 1st of 2021.
Would you say it changed you, your mentality as far as how you approach things? Because I know when you with the camera you meet a lot of different people, a lot of new faces and stuff. As far as me, I know it's a little hard for me to put myself out there in a way. So what was that like for you?
No, it definitely changed my mindset because I'm not a shy person, but it's kind of hard for me to just go up and start talking to people for real. I gotta warm up. So when I first picked up the camera, it's kind of the people would be like, yeah, take a picture of us, instead of me just going up asking them
they come to you type.
Yeah, I just don't like asking and I'm still like that. Even though I still got this far, I really still don't like asking, going up to people asking them to take pictures, but yeah.
Well, I know sometimes it might be hard to every day because you're doing it. It's it's like a job. It's,
real.
Any job for real is hard every day to get up and do what you gotta do. But I know you love it. But what's your motivation behind it for real?
Honestly, my motivation is my grandfather, my cousin Amia, my great grandfather, and then my uncle. They all passed away. So it's everything started with Amia for real, because she passed away when I was in 10th grade. And then she was young. She was 21 years old, but it's I know she didn't really get to live her life and do all the stuff that she wanted to do. So my main purpose was to keep going, and I'm gonna try to do my best to do everything that she would want me to do and just make her proud for real.
No, yeah, I feel that. It's and sometimes dealing with a loss. I know for me, when I lost my aunt back in high school, my freshman year, you do stuff to kind of take your mind off of that,
for sure,
that pain. So I know for you, it might just be taking pictures of you doing this and you with these people. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, we got to deal with it, but that's your way to cope, though.
No, this is definitely my way to cope. I posted on Instagram a couple of days ago. I'm the camera saved my life, because it really did save my life. When my grandfather passed away, I could have went off the deep end, but the camera was the only thing that kept me sane. And I be trying to tell people around me too, because a lot of people be like, you don't never sit down, or if I sit down, I'm gonna be messed up. For real. If I sit down and just start thinking about it, I'm gonna be messed up. That's why it's that camera, it keep me going, because for real, I didn't expect for him to pass away. I knew he was sick. I was there with him every day, but it just happened. But then I just feel God had that camera in my hand for a reason, because I picked up the camera that summer that he was starting to get sick, but he was starting to get better. And I just feel without that camera, I really don't know where I would have been at.
Because I remember that one day you was telling me, you was this is before you passed, and he told you when you was running track, that's kind of how you knew that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, he was he asked me, he was because my grandfather knew everything about me, my tendencies, everything. He's I can start to see that you don't really care about no sports for real. This camera, because all summer I was going out every day. I was going out. I was barely in the house for real. And he you ain't never home no more. You coming in at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. He I can just tell the camera's starting to take off. I'm like, yeah, but he always still be on me, like, you still need to focus, go to school, what you're there for, but I can start to really see the camera taking over. And it was taking over.
And then, like, as far as, like I was saying before, like, when you start off with the camera and stuff and you meeting all these new people, how you think you deal with separating the real from the fake? Because I know it's a lot of people that get into your life for that benefit, like, I know Tre with the flicks, or like, oh, I'm around the camera. Like, how you know who really there for you, and like how you deal with those people though?
I know who was around me when it first started. Like, I know who my main people is. I know who is trying to get on because they see me. Like, one example, I got a couple examples actually. All-Star Weekend, my phone was like, like, like I'm looking at it like. I'm like, everybody, what's up, bruh? Bruh,
I never heard of him.
I haven't talked to you in 3 years, bruh. Like,
no,
it was just like, it was crazy. Like, and All-Star Weekend for me started Thursday night. It was Thursday through Sunday, for real. Everybody wanted, Tre, can you get me in? Can you get me through the back door? See what whoop-de-whoop say? Like, I'm like, man, this crazy. Like, but that really opened my eyes to see, like, who was coming because of this. Or who really mess with me. Like, and I asked myself that a couple of days ago, like, I've been blessed to do a lot of stuff. Like, I've been blessed to take a lot of pictures. I done been in rooms I thought I'd never been in. I done been in cities, arenas that I ain't never even thought that I'd be doing. But, like, I asked myself this a couple of weeks ago, like, everybody keeps saying they proud of me. Is they really proud of me? Or are they just surprised that I didn't got this far doing what I'm doing?
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing though, because it all looked the same, bro.
For sure.
Like the fake and the real look the same, but at the end of the day, like I know for me, like when I'm meeting new people, because I'm not really like a people person like that, but I could tell from one conversation, like, no, this person ain't for me, or whatever case. Just from the one little thing they might say, it might not be the best thing to do, because I guess you could say that's like it's too short of a second, but I can still.
No, for sure.
At the end of the day, I'm usually always right about that type of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta watch out, because I didn't have not a lot of people take advantage of me, but like, man, I didn't think what they was doing was trying to ease up on me, but they was playing it so cool. I ain't really know, but then like it snapped, like, oh, they trying to get off. But you really ain't gonna get off, because I really don't give everybody my all for real. Like everybody know, like I got a good heart, a kind heart. So of course I'm gonna be nice. Everybody be trying to call me friendly, but that's not that though. Like my mom just always taught me to, treat people with the same respect you want to be treated. Like,
no, that's real though. Like what your mom was saying, because at the end of the day, like you never know what somebody going through with with that little moment that you talking to somebody could do. Like you don't even got to be big or popping or whatever. Just treat somebody how you want to be treated in a way like that.
I got one more example. Like this dude I met in Atlanta when I was taking pictures for Jada and my cousin. They was having like this Cleveland takeover Atlanta. This was like his first weekend, whatever. He was like, bruh, this is my first weekend. I flew out here because I knew she was gonna be here. And he just started asking me all new questions about this camera he just got me. It was actually the first camera I got before I got my other one. He like, yeah, what lens should I get? Like, am I doing everything right? What you think? What you would? And I took the time to talk to him. And then a couple of weeks ago, he like, you don't really know, but like, you really pushed me to be better. Like, you inspire me. Like, I be looking at your page. He like, I got my LLC. Like, he done upgraded a new camera. He like, and you one of the only people that really told me and tried to help me. Like, I done asked a lot of people, and people like don't be trying to help. But like, I would never not try to help somebody, because I know how that feel to ask for help and people don't help. Yeah, so it's like, and I never feel like I'm too big to never help somebody, because I know how easy this would be taken away.
And I feel like that's so like overlooked though, like just you doing that, because some people, they'll see what you're doing and then just automatically start hating. Like off the rip, they like, oh, like how you do this or how that happened so fast, because it did happen fast, but it was like a blessing overnight.
For sure.
And like, everybody be trying to see what somebody else doing, but you could just ask and talk to them and be like, oh yeah, that's what's up, like how can I do this? Because we can all be helping each other out at the end of the day.
For sure.
I feel like, at least in our city, everybody be out for themselves.
Yeah, everybody out for themselves, because they scared if they help them out, they're going to take their position. But I never think of it like that, because I feel like now I'm still not where I need to be at, but I did so much stuff and been blessed around the right people. It's like, I would never think that because I'm on my own path. Like I be trying to tell everybody now, everybody needs to stay in their own lane. Everybody got a lane.
And like you can never get tricked out of position though if you're supposed to be there.
God got a plan.
So like everybody's story different. You can never get tricked out of position if you're supposed to be there. If that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Facts.
And be like, oh, like he took my job. Maybe that wasn't for you at that moment.
Facts.
Next thing you know, you got an opportunity somewhere. Like for example, for me, like I recently just stopped playing football, but now I'm running track. But when I first transferred to Tiffin, I thought that was the move that I needed to make, and at the time it was. And then I feel like I ended up falling back in that same position that I was at my last school. But now I'm doing the podcasting, like through my sport management stuff. I done found new opportunities, and like I'm happy at the end of the day with like my decision. I feel like that for you, because like you recently like just stopped going to school, and now you're able to do what you want to do freely. Then you don't got to come back to school. 'Cause I know a lot of people, I feel like school is great for people to have like that degree. In some routes though, you might not need that degree. So it's different for everybody, because a lot of people be hating on school, like, oh, like you wasting your time and your money. No, that's not the case. Maybe depending on what you went to school for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like everybody's journey different.
Everybody got that lane, like I was saying.
Yeah, you can't really judge nobody based off of like, oh, he stopped going to school or this and that. Okay, but he doing something. I can see if you stopped going to school, now you chilling on the couch eating potatoes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but like for the people who don't know, what you think your busiest day look like?
My busiest day.
Like, I know you be running around. You be Columbus, Cleveland, Tiffin, all in one day. That's something I couldn't do, but
one of my I'll tell you one of my busiest days. Like one day I had to go from Cleveland to Cincinnati. My boy Justin Wiley, I went to his football game. Like he always be blessing me with free tickets. That's like family for real. I'm always gonna support. He always gave me support, so I'm always gonna support. Right. So one day I went from Cincinnati, then I had to go take pictures in Dayton, then I had to go to Cleveland. No. Go back.
Yeah,
I went from Cincinnati. I went to the Cincinnati football game, then I went to the Ohio State football game, then I took pictures that night and drove back to Cleveland that night. That was probably one of the busiest days of my life.
I know for me, like, especially you driving like that, that's when you gotta drive, put the windows down a few times, crank the music up.
My boy Mike Perfect, like you can ask him, me and him, thank you God, we could have died a couple times because we be driving.
Those are.
You know when you go over there,
when you hit them little bumpy lines.
I swear.
No, that'd have been me a few times.
I swear.
But yeah, I don't really like driving all like that, but I respect it though. How you be up doing what you're supposed to do though. That's what I'm saying. Like you be up doing what you're supposed to do. Like you done with school, but now you on this. Like you focus like on your mission. That's how it's supposed to be. Like me with this podcast and stuff. Like I'm just starting out. Like I don't know nobody else really that's doing podcasts. I know it's
not young people in the city. You're the first.
Like it's popular right now, but I don't know too many people that's doing it. So I'm trying to, in a way, like do it on my own. But I'm grinding with it though. So, sure. And then, but like, what type of impact you want to leave on the world?
Impact I want to leave on the world. I just want people to say he grinded for everything he got. Like nothing was given to me. Like I really grind. Like people might look at my Instagram and be like, damn, he blessed, he be doing this.
They see the finished product.
Yeah, y'all really don't understand. Like he be saying, like I be grinding, like I be driving, like. And it's one thing I always tell people, like when I first started out, I was getting paid, but it wasn't like I was getting money for real. Like sometimes you gotta start and you gotta like progressively get better.
Everybody want that right now.
Everybody want it right now. You ain't gonna get that check right now. Like you gotta grind. That's one thing I'm gonna look in the camera and tell y'all, like y'all gotta grind, because ain't nobody just gonna give y'all no free money. You gotta show that you him for real, or like you really want it, or it's just not gonna happen.
And it's not even like you gotta be doing something huge or nothing like. And then like to piggyback with what we were saying earlier, like that small conversation you have with somebody can lead to your big opportunity for something else. And people be, I know it's hard, but you gotta put yourself out there. People be so scared to be like, oh, like I gotta talk to this person or that person, but I don't know how they gonna act. You're not gonna know until you ask. So it's like closed mouths don't get fed.
My dad always told me, the worst thing somebody can say is no.
Right, and that's not gonna hurt you at all, because you in the same spot that you was before. So I mean, like it is what it is. But I know for me, like I feel like the impact that I want to leave on the world is like everybody that he came in contact with, like he showed love in a way like that. I feel like I'll never put myself. I might have this and that. I would never put myself in front of nobody or make myself look like I got more than. That's just not how I was raised. So like, I don't know. I feel like that's how everybody should be though, because you're not better than nobody, no matter how you started off, good or bad.
Because God can take it all the way at any moment.
Yeah, and people don't realize that till it's gone, because everything be right there in front of them. Like, oh, I got this, and that, and oh yeah, now I'm about to go stun on them. I'm about to go flip. You do that. What does that do for anybody?
Showing out.
Other than yourself.
Just like that PPP money y'all did. Showing
out.
Now y'all got it.
Hey, dude. But no, I like. And then this other question I got for you though, like, what you feel like as a community, like black men in general, that we need to do better?
Stop killing each other. For real. Like, I know y'all hear it a lot, but stop killing each other. Like, that's why the police don't respect us now. Like, and everybody be like, they killing us. We killing each other from the jump start though. Like, it ain't never gonna stop. We gotta start sticking together, or the same results gonna keep happening. And as much as that sounds crazy for me to say, it's gonna keep happening. Like, we gotta start sticking together, especially in Cleveland. Like right now, I think they said we like top 3 for crime. Like, it's just crazy. Like, and we killing over stuff that it don't even be that big. Like, I don't want to promote no violence, but it can be easily a fight instead of killing somebody. Like, now they people gone over nothing, and now you going to jail. And the system already don't like us.
Yeah. And it's like you do this and that. Like 3 seconds of your life can change the course of your life, good or bad.
Facts.
You could do something great, change your life, do something bad, and it'd be a nightmare for you.
Facts.
So it's like, I know it's easier said than done. Like for me and you, we didn't grow up in the hood, like slums, nothing like that. So it's easier said than done for those people. But I know I got family, I got other people that's might not be in the best situation. That's the route they chose. But like at the end of the day, you got to live with that decision. Like, is it worth dying over something that can be replaced? Or like most people be arguing over females 24/7. That ended up getting them killed. And it's like, that's not worth it though.
No, it ain't. Too many of them out here to be killing. For real.
No.
Facts.
And it's like, well, like what you get out of that? Like, you got your pride or whatever. I feel like pride is the biggest downfall for everybody, not even just our community, because we be like, oh, I
just said that. Like on my Twitter, I be like, sometimes my thoughts be running up. My thoughts be running in my head. Like, one of the biggest things you gotta do is sometimes put your pride to the side.
Yeah, because that'll get you in a lot of messed up situations, whether it be with a boss, with a friend, or whatever. Like me and you, like we had a big disagreement not too long ago, and neither one of us was putting our pride to the side, and we live in the same house, my door right across from his, and we ain't talked for like 5 years.
We've been knowing each other since what?
So, like
second grade. Like, went to the same high school. Like, we going to the same college. Like, I'm looking at it, and we live right across the his room here and my room here. We're just walking past each other like we don't know each other though. Like,
and like and to speak on that, like, and that was dumb to begin with. Obviously, like, we squashed all that a few days later or whatever. Yeah. But like, now imagine if one of us got into an accident or something happened to us, like, God forbid, and then now we living that for the rest of our lives. So like, the moral of that story is just, you never know when it's like your last day. So whatever beef you got, friend or no friend or whoever it is, like family member, like, you might as well squash it, because it's not gonna be worth it at the end of the day. You see them, you looking in the casket and like, dang, like, I wish I could have did.
That's gonna hurt you.
This and that. So that's a regret that you don't want to live with, because you're gonna beat yourself up about it for the rest of your life.
Real.
And I feel like the major thing that we need at this stage in our life is like peace, though, because everything going fast paced. Like, you're young.
It is.
Everybody, like, when you like 18 to like 25 or something, like, you gotta have everything figured out, and that's just not how it's gonna go. But like, when you got like peace in your life, like, you put God first, like, that's what it is. So like, what does peace mean to you?
Peace is just like, people don't know, like, even though I be around a lot of people all the time, like, I really love my peace. Like, if you my family and you know me, like, sometimes I just like being by myself. And even my mom be like, you all right? Like, you want to talk about something, but it's just like, sometimes I just want to be like alone. Like, sometimes I just want to relax. Like, sometimes I put my music on, because like, I do so much. So like, peace is really big for me, because like, I just do a lot. And if I can sit down and listen to some music, chill, everybody know I like to eat pizza, like, that is cool for me. Like, that is cool for me.
Yeah, I feel like peace for me is like, it's so much going on in the day and I just don't care. Like, not necessarily like care about the situation, but like, okay, that's cool, or we'll figure it out, or something like that. I'm not about to go crazy in my mind. I got 6 different things going on. Now I'm running around trying to get everything solved. Peace is like me in my mindset, like, all right, that's cool. Like, let's figure this out, or all right, let me do this, and I'll be cool like that. Or I can just rest later. Let me do this right now. That's peace for me. Like, my mind, no matter what's going on, I'm cool about it. But what you think? What you feel like people misunderstand about you? But like for me, I feel like it's like.
What do you think people misunderstand
about
me?
you?
About me? What do you think? Because you really know me though. Like,
I don't know. I feel like maybe how you act. I know sometimes I feel like a lot of people think that you like come off as a little bit arrogant or cocky or whatever. And sometimes you do. I'm not gonna fake. I'm not, just because we cool, I ain't gonna sit up here and lie, but like you said, when you grind for everything, it's like a different feeling. Like this finally happened. It can be you can be like happy and humble at the same time. Like, I know everybody like be like, oh no, like talk your stuff or whatever, or do this and that. Like, that's cool, but like you said, like it can be taken away at any moment. So you might as well be humble about the situation. But what about you? What you think about me though? What some people misunderstand about me?
To be honest, a lot of people, like, they never really said nothing. Excuse me. To be honest, a lot of people never really like said nothing bad about you for real. Like, when we was in high school, like, you really don't talk to people for real. At least you got to.
No doubt.
Like, so it's like nothing's really misunderstood about you, but like you said about me, like, I just feel like, I don't know if I always had a target on my back, but like even in high school, like Kid Flex this, like, people don't even know about that. Like,
I used to be at the basketball games and stuff. They'd come out with the signs and stuff and all that.
Like with my Instagram name, like, I feel like I always had a target on my back, but it's like now that it's like I'm doing something different. It's like I still feel like I got that target on my back. So it's like it's nothing new to me. It's nothing new to me. But like you said, like, a lot of people passed away around me that I ain't think. So it's like I'm doing everything for a reason. Y'all might think, oh, he doing this and that, but it ain't really that. Like, I'm really doing this for a reason, and I really want this to happen. So it's like, yeah, sometimes I am gonna pop it. Like, but I know, like I said, I know that it can be taken away. So it's like, and I really be cool for real, cause it's like I really be doing a lot. Like, I really be around a lot of people, like, with a lot of money. Like, I really can be, but I ain't even gonna do it though. I post what I want to post. I'm just saying, I post what I want to post.
They don't see everything.
They don't see everything, I promise. And even for y'all that think y'all see everything, y'all really don't see everything, because I promise, I done been around some rooms, for real.
Oh yeah, that's like the biggest thing though. Like, when you could do something, that's when you know where you at mentally though. When you know you could do something, but you don't even take it there.
For sure.
And that go back to say, like, with the whole pride thing. Like, somebody do something to you, all right, bro, it's cool, whatever. Go about your day.
You got it.
Because you're not even going to think about it. 10 years from now, you're going to think about that little altercation or whatever. No, it's chalked up. It's over with. So that's how you be a man, though. A man is walking away from certain stuff that you, like, maybe you would have did when you was younger or something like that. But, like, that, imagine, for example, like, you know, like, I got a girl and, like, I'm always with her all the time. I'm out in public. Yeah, I'm going to get stares and stuff. You think I'm going to beat up every single dude?
Can't beat up everybody.
You think I'm gonna try to fight every single dude that
can't?
So it's like, that's another part of, like, putting your pride to the side. Shout out to my girl Hannah. That's part of putting your pride to the side though. Like, it's not realistic for you. You're gonna fight every single day, because it's gonna be something every day that's gonna make you wanna take it there. But
for real,
you gotta be on your P's and Q's though. But to close out the show, who is your top 5 photographers in the city right now? No order though.
He crazy for asking me this. He said my top 5 photographers. I'm gonna go with the first one. I'm gonna go with my OGs. You
don't gotta do order though.
I don't gotta do order. Stretch, definitely. Stretch. K Rich, even though he don't be in the city for real, K Rich, Carter, Doug, the fifth one, crazy. For real. I got 4 for you. I don't really know if I got 5. And even, and I want y'all to know, because like I know some people gonna be like this and why he ain't everybody hard though, but everybody like everybody can't be, everybody can't be on the list. But everybody is hard though, like everybody doing their own thing. Like I said, like just because I'm saying my 5 don't mean like you not hard.
Right.
You still hard.
That even go with like the NBA conversation. Everybody be trying to have the LeBron and Kobe and Jordan or whatever. Yeah, like everybody's stuff gonna be different or whatever case. But I just wanted to know who is your top 5, because I know you might try to chime off bits and pieces of other people. That's how you grow your game or whatever. So it's like you just giving respect to them people that came up to the top of your mind though.
Sure.
So it ain't no beef with nobody if anybody.
No, not at all. I promise you.
If anybody watching this,
I don't want to see no stairs
and feel some type of way about it. But I appreciate you for coming on the show though.
Hold on, can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
I just want to say, well, first, thank you for bringing me on here though, because you could have brought anybody on here. You feel me? I just want to say thank you.
First person that came to mind, brother.
I just want to say thank you for allowing me to come on here, like, and tell my story a little bit, because like a lot of people don't know about this, and I just want to say, thank you for everybody that's supporting me. Thank you for everybody that's helping me. Juice, Mike, Aki, everybody. Like I can't KY. Like I can't name everybody, but y'all know who y'all is. Like I appreciate y'all for helping me for real, cause like without none of y'all, it wouldn't be possible for real. Even though I probably still be moving around, but like y'all put me in the rooms and y'all let me like get off for real. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all and everything y'all doing for me for real.
For sure. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. 365 Podcast. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Next week we got a big guest coming.
Big guest.
Big Ohio State football alumni. So stay tuned.